So we're going to go ahead and jump on over here. We're going to pick up Team Art's team and do this final. We're going to take a quick break in between so I can catch my voice. We're going to add Jericho to the call and have some fun with this as we get things moving forward. This should be a really good series, guys. This will be the finals, and this is my last opportunity to ask you guys kindly to take $5 out of your pockets. I'm serious. $5 is all it takes. You take $5 out, you'll be in perfect situation to get things moving. So $5, go to paypal.com and send it to Nathan White at thirstrelief.com. Nathan White at thirstrelief.com. I would greatly appreciate it, and we'll continue to raise money for this incredible organization that's doing great work all around the world. And I got to say, guys, we've already done quite a bit for them, and I'm pleased with that. I just like to see this chip-in link work so I can see how much we've made or raised. I got to get my words correct if that sounds bad. How much money have we made? But I know I'm pretty stoked about this, to be honest. So let's continue this on, and I will give, I think, how many? Optic Hex just contacted me, let me know that he wanted to give jerseys away. I've already given one away, Hex. Come on, man. Got to keep up. I gave one away earlier. I got your text. So let's go ahead and get Team Art's team in. Looks like Team Art is involved now, and this will be good. This will be very good. I'm going to go ahead and call Jericho as well. Add people to this call. Jericho. Tucker is hilarious. He's going to give you a run for your money.
Hey, man.
1 second, dude. I'm going to ask these guys one quick question to introduce you to the stream. Really quick, Team Art and Ego. We've talked about making this a CTF-only final. Is that the overall ruling by Team Art's team and Ego's team?
Yes. We don't care. Whatever's good with each other.
Team Art, your call, boss.
Yeah.
Man, Team Art sounds an awful lot like Ronaldinho.
Yes.
Trevor?
Yo, come back.
All CTF?
I'm down.
All right, all CTF. We're going to start with CTF on Dome. The second map will be CTF on... What's the other one I'm looking at? Hang out. Let me find the list. I gotta find the list. Un momento, por favor. We got a new list, and I gotta make sure we get.
We're going to the bathroom.
We're gonna have a. Where's the next one? One moment, guys. We're getting this all set up as we speak. It's gonna be CTF on Dome, followed by CTF on Lockdown, followed by CTF on Arcaden. You guys cool with that?
We don't need a third map, though.
You won't need a third map. Amen, brother. I got faith in you guys. We're going to start in on a listen in.
We got to the third map.
All right, we're going to start in with a listen in. And really quickly here, I'm going to do what I can, guys, to just kind of hang out and take a quick breath before we get started. Make sure that everyone on my support team has a breath as well. Guys, Team Art, Ron, Barbarian, Enad, Fate Bunny, Ego, Love, Mark of J, Dashboard Queen, E-Memories, Optic Scump, good luck, good game, etc.
What side?
Team Art's team goes top.
You guys can win this if the Niners win. I'll keep that trade.
All right, so really quick, guys. Once again, if you're having issues donating, I'm seeing a lot of comments from people having issues donating. All you have to do is go to PayPal.com, and you can send your PayPal directly to Nathan White at thirstrelief.org. Thirstrelief.org, and I'll do what I can to do one more giveaway before this is over. Now we're gonna go ahead and get Dome CTF set up. It'll be the same rules as before. We're gonna do all that we can to kick things off here. But I want to introduce my new friend and legend. Jericho,
What's going on?
you're the captain of the fun squad, man. You got captain of the Japanese butt dribbles here,
Hey.
and I'd like to just kind of, before we get this game started, I want you guys to, or Jericho, to share a bit of his experience and your thoughts, etc.
My thoughts on the cock? My thoughts on the cock were that we went into it with an absolutely horrible team. We were god-awful. And we knew that it was going to end terribly, but I don't think I've ever played a game full of more laughter and excitement when we captured a single flag than that one. So I had a great time. I loved picking my team. My team was just full of a bunch of fun guys, so I couldn't have asked for anything better.
Very, very good, man. Well, we're glad to have you on board. I think we're going to go ahead and start this thing off right now, playing some Dome CTF. We're going to go ahead and jump in with the crowd favorites, Team Art's team, obviously with a subscriber team like the one that's on board with the other side. They're probably, pretty evenly matched. Although I have to say, I would prefer to see Team Art take this because I'm a proud member of Team Art. And this is the finals, guys. This is what we've all been waiting for. We're going to start things off on board with the man himself, Trevor Martin, T. Martin, and he's rocking the MP7 extended mags, going across through Humvees right here. See if he's going to make that drop down into C-Dom. Very interesting push here because there is a bad choke point if they're coming out of the bottom dome, but it looks like he's not worried about it. He's going to push up the side, making sure he keeps his body out of the way, take out E-Memories very quickly for a nice kill. Now chucking a quick stun check that way, and does get some hit markers up on top stairs. He's going to take out, oh no, Fate Bunny takes him out. Jericho, take on over, my friend.
I can't. I'm not in the game. What am I taking over?
Oh my goodness, we did not get you in the game. We'll get you in the next round, which means that Mr. Phantasmo is on board with me. He's watching his PS3 brother Ronaldinho doing some work. You take over. You tell me what Ron's doing so I don't have to talk anymore. Dadgummit.
Well, Ron's really making me dizzy right now. He keeps looking one way, then he looks the other, but I feel like I'm never going to question Ronaldinho. My fellow PS3 brother, he's a beast on PS3, he's a beast on Xbox. He clearly knows what he's doing. Looks like he's going to try and get around here and takes out BO. And try and maybe get a flagpole. Oh, we got a spawn kill. Perfect. Maybe. No. Got him. No.
I'll let you know in about
Battling.
10 seconds when I'm caught up with you.
There is a 7-second delay, but we've got Enad ZT now moving bottom dome, putting a bad stun into a good stun. Got a player right in front of them. Could have knifed there, but sadly did not. Enad, I believe, does rock tactical layout, which definitely hurts you unless you're rocking one of the scuffed controllers. Team R taking some long-range shots, picks up a double kill on Love, OB, and E-Memories, lining up for that 3-piece, but gets taken out by Fate Bunny. Ronaldinho takes out Dashboard Queen. Ron now running downstairs, gets taken out by a crazy jump shot that had to be Ego. Ego loves those little head peeking spots, and he's working him pretty hard this game.
This is a fast-paced, intense, in-your-face in action right here. We're really experiencing the finest of the finest, and it looks like the other team actually did get a capture. So I don't know.
Exactly what we don't want to see in this situation. My favorite thing that the comment I just saw and going through these comments is that CTF is boring. Guys, if you think this is boring, I don't know what you watch on TV because this is crazy high adventure, as you guys can see. And Ronaldinho sticks a nade to the fence in front of his own face and somehow gets a hit marker through the fence on another player, is able to clean him up for the win right there. Ron now laying down, waiting for these players to come out of the bottom dome. This dome spot is just so powerful. Fate Bunny again taking out Ronaldinho. Fate Bunny coming up big this game with 7-5 already. Ego at 7-3. Team Art right now at the very top of his team with Optic Scump, both of them with 4 kills. And hopefully we can keep these guys pushing forward and back into their Slayer roles they're so known for.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it all. What can I say? Ronaldinho coming down here, trying to. He's doing the dizzy pose again. It worked out well for him last time. We'll see what's going on here. Takes out Fate Bunny. Nice. Bunny hops before that. Makes sense. He's gonna hopefully try. Hopefully they really need to try and pull a flag right now with 2 minutes left in the round. They don't have that much time.
Well, right now it looks like they do have quite a few of them down. The only concern is going to be how they spawn back in. They have 3 up right now with just a couple of seconds left in this round. I mean, a minute and 50 seconds left in the round. I just looked at the wrong time zone. Anyway, 1 minute, 45 seconds left. Ronaldinho going for this jump nade right back in the same spot, going for the wall bang, gets a couple hit markers. Now more hit markers on the backside of this fence, and he sees Dashboard Queen lining up. If he is able to take her out, he did take her out. 1 more kill right there. Ronaldinho laying down, worried about that player. Fate Bunny taking out Ronaldinho. Once again, Fate Bunny really coming up big here with his clutch nades and drop spots out of bottom dome.
You talk too fast.
It's tough to do, man. It really does. It's one of those things. Like casting like this is it's a learned skill that I don't have fully, but I am practicing. I have been practicing. I've been doing some. I have a series on my channel where I shoutcast and other people's gameplay and stuff, and it's a good way for me to give shout outs to smaller commentators and things like that. And I just don't have the skill to do it like guys like Corey Dunn and Fwiz do, man. Those guys they're machines, man.
I don't know. You're putting me to shame. That's for sure.
Yeah, but you have the funny voice. I don't have that. Like I don't have that going for me. I don't have a Grandma Mildred tag. I mean, come on.
I guess.
Story behind that? Grandma Mildred?
What was that?
Is there a story?
Yeah, I didn't have an Xbox, so my grandma loaned me hers and her gamertag to play in the tournament. That's it. That's the story.
If only that were true, that would be the coolest thing ever. You would have the coolest grandmother in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Mark of J here, nice jump shot, cleaning back around, getting Dashboard Queen, taking him and Scumpy out. We're gonna jump on board now with actually with Scump as soon as he spawns back now. There's not enough time, but that's all right. We're gonna watch as these players kind of, they're down one flag, which is not bad. They did not get rolled over. This is definitely a tight map, a map that is really challenging to get an advantage in, especially when you have bottom dome, which is just so easily defensible, and you're playing against a team that's in such a defensive role. I mean, obviously, these guys from Force or from I Love COC are doing all they can right now to play as you know, as defensively as humanly possible. I mean, honestly, if I had to play against them, I'd be frustrated. But that's just me. You know, there's no blame for it. It's just it would annoy me because that's me.
Well, for as big as a powerhouse as all these commentators are, they're really playing against some top of the line subscribers, I guess. And it's just really hard. This is definitely the best match. I guess that's why we had a bracket to get the best match for the tournament, but these are definitely the best two teams. I can say that safely. But you know, besides my team.
Well, let's take just a moment right now. We're gonna go ahead and do a live listen in, and that means you guys can't talk. We're gonna listen in and see what Team Art, Scump, Ronaldinho, Mark of J, and Enad ZT have to say as we're coming into this round.
All four something bunker. 8 on side. They're pushing hard right side. Pushing hard right side. Of course, there's 2 camping over by tractor. And they're base again.
See, we're coming back into this. Watching Scump get some really nice headshots right there on Love OB, but he's going to get taken out by Dashboard Queen, who's again playing that very defensive role. This team has just decided to get one cap, go into defense mode, and it's kind of a weird role. It's not something you normally see from really anybody. Subscriber team or MLG team or whoever these people are, they're not that. It's not the kind of the normal thing you'd see happen. Team Art here getting some nice peeking shots on E Memories, but Optic Scump taking her out. Looks like Team Art now gets taken out by Fate Bunny, and E now moving up behind Mark of J. This is a concerted effort. These guys can make a push right now, and I think the biggest issue they're probably having right now is their communication. These guys aren't all talking nearly as much as they needed to. We just did that live listen in, and they're not all sharing exactly where they died from, why they died, who's setting up where, who's in defensive roles, etc. Team Art now making some shots, takes out Love OB. Looks like Team Art now moving around, taking a quick jump backwards to get shots on Ego. Incredible move there. I gotta say, like, that was one of the best moves I've seen all day. Team Art played very strong, and we'll go ahead and get eyes on Enad ZT as I turn the mic over to Jericho to ask some kind of silly question.
Yeah, so I have absolutely nothing planned. You sprung that one on me like out of nowhere.
Dude, I did not even know I was casting this event at all until late last night, and even then I didn't think I was going to have to cast, so I don't want to hear it.
No, that was ridiculous. I can cast 7 seconds behind, it'll confuse the hell out of everyone, but like, I mean, hey, at least you'll have a thorough understanding of that nade that Team Art almost threw before getting shot at, and I know that happened a while ago, but hey.
Well, there is a big move happening right now, and that is that the flag has been pulled once again. It looks like they're holding a bottom dome, which is a good thing for them because that flag did not make it out of dome as Team Art cleans up topside right here by the tank. He sees a player. That player is probably doing the jump shot. Memories gets taken out by T. Very good play by Team Art here. Team Art pushing around. They're only down by 2 flags. 2 flags, easy to come back from. Minute and 43 seconds left. They've just got to get the aggression in. They've got to be pushing as hard as they can. And that's, you know, it's not easy to do. Honestly, it really isn't easy to do. But right now, with 2 flags down, they've got the move set up right now. You got Optic Scump on the right side. You got one more player left side that Optic Scump is not looking at. Scump does take out Love OB. Very impressive play. And we're on board now with Enad. Enad is inside. The flag has been returned as Optic Scump did get taken out, sadly, by Fate Bunny. Ego taking out a 2-piece. Once again, Ego is going really big this game as well.
Yeah, it looks like down 2 flags is going to be really hard for them to come back with only 1 minute left to go. And that right there looked like their final push, their final effort for the round. And Team Martin takes out Ronaldinho, that's just gotta be pure anger, the fact that this round didn't go how they planned.
Indeed, indeed. As we can see here, guys, we've got Ego 31 now. It's a huge 30-bomb. Scump pushing close to that 30-bomb himself. But Scump has really been dominated a lot off the spawn early on in this game. And, I mean, we've talked so much about the power of Scump. Yeah. Well, we've talked so much about the power of Scump, exactly what he can do and why he's good at what he does. And I think as we come into this right now, it's really challenging without a team that's able to get you out of the spawn. You know, getting put in those secondary and secondary spawns that just don't have the same control can be very challenging. But as we can see, Enad does pull the flag anyway. Even with 20 seconds left, he wants to get a cap. He wants to feel good about this, at least not feel quite so bad. He does see probably Ego up on top, and Dashboard Queen is going to take him out from the crosswalk.
Yes.
I like turtles.
Dude, see, that's what I was looking for earlier. I like turtles too. Turtles are really cool. I'm serious.
Gerbils, bro. Gerbils.
No, gerbils are the most pointless pet ever.
Yeah, well, you obviously haven't properly used butt gerbils then.
I had a conversation with my wife about gerbils last night. She thinks that gerbils are awesome. I think the squirrels are way better. I know this is a weird thing to be talking about, but it's the truth.
I think squirrels suck.
Squirrels suck.
My opinion. Professionally.
Professionally. Okay. Well, right now, we're going to go ahead and add one more to this mess. We're going to add Jericho in as we go into the second map. And I'm going to go ahead and unmute really quick and let T-Mart know that he's going to be going to top. So hang on one second. T, you're going to go top again.
Sounds good.
Good game, bud. All right, so let's go ahead and jump back over here, guys. Again, we'd love to have anybody win this, but I'd love to see my boy T-Mart take it away for the crowd. You know, the crowd favorites. You got to love that. It's the crowd favorites. And the simple fact of the matter is that an MLG team came through that circuit, and they did absolute work. So, yeah, that's a tough thing to compete with. Nathan, I said the maps earlier. Let me find that list again. One moment, and I'll give you all the names of the maps we're going to be going to. It looks like it's going to start out with Dome capture the flag, goes into a Arcaden capture the flag, and then a Bootleg capture the flag. No, I'm sorry, Hard Hat capture the flag. I had to find the same list I had before. So Arcaden, and then Bootleg, and then Hard Hat. Yep, Arcaden, Bootleg, Hard Hat. I'm sorry, which doesn't really matter since we aren't doing 4 matches. This is how tired I am. I do apologize. This has been a very long day with more talking in a day than I would normally do in like a week. If anyone knows me in real life, I'm pretty much the most boring individual in the world. When I'm on off like skydiving or doing something stupid, I sit at home and don't do anything. I work.
When you're not skydiving, you're the most boring person in the world. That's a very contradictory statement right there.
Well, you know, I'm kind of a contradictory person. It's what we do for fun.
You're kind of a big deal.
Not as big a deal as you two sweethearts are. Did you get a message invite, Jericho, or no?
No, I'm sitting this one out.
Oh, you were asked to be invited. I'm sorry. I was on Skype with somebody, and Nathan, and he said he was inviting you. I thought, my bad. Let me invite you right now. We're still friends, aren't we, Jericho?
No, I hate your family. Invite me.
Man, everyone says that to me. What is your freaking username? I Jericho or something?
It's I space.
I Jericho.
Yeah.
I can't find you. We're not friends, dude.
Everything's going wrong.
I know. It's all right though. We'll get Nathan to invite you right now, and go ahead and type your name in the chat. We'll get you invited. We're going to jump on board right now with Ronaldinho. He is taking some serious fire right now. The bottom side of Fountain. This is match 2 of the finals. As you guys can see, Mark of J getting some shots on. He does get taken out by bottom bar out here outside. Levo B camp in the corner, but Ronaldinho is going to help T-Mart out there to get the kill. Dashboard Queen taking out T-Mart. Fate Bunny taking out Ronaldinho. Optic Scump working it back to take out Fate. This is an intense game already with Enad ZT taking over that defensive role, which is exactly what we want to see right here, guys. We need to see at least one defender in place here as the rest of the team can push forward and actually get a cap. Mark of J takes out Fate Bunny, and Ego going on big on Ronaldinho and Optic Scump. Dashboard Queen takes out Mark of J, but Enad's on top of her, taking out Dashboard Queen, and T-Mart taking out Ego. All right, T-Mart pulled the flag. He's going to run this thing back. Let's take a quick look over here at T-Mart, see exactly what's going on with him. And I got to get to the right guy. There he is. So T-Mart's climbing top Eskies right now, putting that head down, making that run across. I will never forget his video on Overgrown, showing that quick duck walk and how important that is to do if you're trying to minimize your size or your size of your target. But T-Mart looks like he is going to get this flag cap as long as he has the support of Enad. And that is a very nice first cap for this team.
Absolutely.
winning the game. It's happening.
Hooray!
Fun.
We're going
What do I
top.
do? All right,
We're top.
top.
Yep.
It will not let me.
Oh no! All right, ready?
It's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna free spectate. I can't do that.
It's cool, man. We'll actually have Ready Up Dallas switch teams really quick, and you'll be able to get in. So don't fret. We still have this covered.
No.
That's all right, though. As you guys can see here, Team Art moving across toward top storage. Mark of J goes huge and picks up a 2-piece on Fate Bunny and Dashboard Queen. Enad picking up Love OB. That leaves only 2 players alive. There's Ego on the right. Fate Bunny spawns back in, actually, and takes out T. That moves, Ego right there at Minibar, taking out a very nice kill on Ronaldinho. Scump, though, cleaning things up with a nice 2-piece. Scump is coming back, guys. Scump is back alive, paying attention. He's 8-5, but Mark of J is where it's at. He's 9-2. Incredibly strong gameplay from Mark of J. And Dashboard Queen sadly gets the head glitch right there on Enad as Team Art pushes back in toward green.
You know, Team Art's a strong player. Too bad he sucks. I like you, but I don't know. Is it just me or the golden MP7? Definitely the gun of the game, the gun of this tournament. And to me, it doesn't even look that spiffy. I don't see why you enjoy looks like the gun looks ugly.
That's worth talking about because here's the deal. Like, I am trying to get all my guns gold. As much as I despise playing this game sometimes because it frustrates me, I'm trying to get all gold guns. But I have no guns used gold. I have them all fall or autumn because I think it looks way better.
Yeah.
Like, way better.
Yeah, it's like the people who use the gold camo on whatever they had in Call of Duty 4. I get that it's a standing, that you love that gun, but I think it's just a little bit flashy. It's like, I understand you have a large penis, just keep it in your pants. You don't need to walk around the mall with it out.
Hey, some people have needs, all right? Right now, though, we're having a big issue as Ronaldinho is trying so hard to get that defensive play. Team Art coming down, running into 2 players as they cap the flag. Such a disappointment for Team Art right there. He was in the clutch position, but sadly, they were both looking at him. As Optic Scump goes big once again for that 2-piece. Optic Scump, I think, is finally waking up. That first round was not so good for him, but he's back up 12-9. Mark of J, though, again, this guy is just unbelievable, unstoppable. We're watching him right now. He's 12-4. Ego picking up a 2-piece, but Mark of J is unbelievable. 13-4 with 5 assists. This guy can't be stopped. 2-piece again.
Yeah.
Huge play here from Mark of J.
That's definitely one way to go about it, although he's got a nice containment on that little corner, and I guess he's going to try and push and cover Ronaldinho's back, but I'm not sure they even need it at this point. He's got a nice little lead on all the defenders. They had, at one point, 2 players down, so this seems like a pretty solid flag cap going on right now.
Yes, indeed, guys. Well, as we can see here, Mark of J, literally, I'm in awe of his ability to slay right now. He has got the perfect positions for cutoffs right here. He's watching the people. If they happen to come through minibar, he's going to take them out. Instead, he does go and get aggressive here. He's going to make that big push right now. Oh, he does not see the player Fate Bunny taking him out as he came down and spawned on stairs, but they're going to pick that big push right now. They've got 3 players out. They can make this run right now. It's a 16-second run if they take that way, and I think as long as they can get this flag in place, they'll have an easy cap, but sadly, Dashboard Queen was there to stop that drive, and it looks like Team Art is going to struggle with a 2-1 lead into the second half.
Great, so what's the standing on the game so far? Team Art is down
1 map, which means that right now we are in a very tough situation. It will be very impressive if we can get stuff moving on.
Yeah, well, we'll have to see what the next round brings, especially with Team Art. I'm surprised. I mean, they're holding their own against this MLG pro team, whatever you may call it.
Well, they aren't all MLG pros. I think they have 2 pros on their team, whereas this team only has 1. Although they do have the most stacked roster I've ever seen on. If this team was pub stomping, they would be on like a 7,000 win streak. Seriously, you got Optic Scumpy, Mark of J, Ronaldinho, Team Art, Enad ZT. I mean, this is like, in all seriousness, this is probably the most overpowered team of pub stompers I've ever seen.
Well, someone's got to do it.
The only thing they could add is maybe a little Sandy Ravage to it. Have a little more Sandy Ravage to the scene.
Definitely.
All right, well, as you guys can see, we're back on board. We're watching Team Art, who has actually changed guns. He's going for the ACR this time. I guess he did not feel as confident in his shot with that MP7, which is probably a good choice for him. He likes the ACR. He's good with the red dot sight. Sadly, he was taken out there by Ian Emery's as he was just kind of peeking just barely around the corner. But Ronaldinho is putting that Semtex in there, tossing that little stun check to follow it, and putting some shots in right here at Minibar, getting juke. Fate Bunny taking out Ronaldinho with a really interesting juke.
Yeah, he thought he was a kangaroo, but apparently not. So go back to Australia, and maybe next time it'll happen for the good of the good of the team.
For the good of the team. Well, Team Art now working his way around across B-Dom. As we can see, he sees a player that's completely defensive. He sees another player laid down. He's going to take out Love OB, and they have the flag out. This is a very good thing to do, but the flag is also out on their side, and they just dropped the flag on B-Dom. However, Team Art is exactly the position he needs to be in. Picking up the flag, returning one, and it looks like Enad's going to go for the run right here. He has his pistol out. He's going hard. Mark of J is covering right here on Minibar, and this is where they need to be. This is the big play right here, guys. This gives them a 2-flag lead, and it will be very tough to come back from that, as Team Art is doing exactly what you should do, covering the top side of these storage stairs to make sure they get that 2-flag lead.
Sound like you need to swallow, Eric. You should take this moment to just take that big swallow.
Dude,
the saliva was building up.
I need to breathe. I need to breathe.
Get on my lung level. But that was a great play by Team Art. He was really containing that area, and once the flag was dropped, instead of rushing out there and picking one up and risking his head, you know, he lets his teammates come, get the support, and then go ahead and get themselves a nice, easy flag cap. So it's going to be great moving forward to see if they can maintain this 2-0 lead against this very strong subscriber team.
Can I just say really quick, I'm kind of in love with Jericho right now.
Why?
No, like seriously, I've been working so hard to try to make this thing be entertaining, and you get on here and you make it seem easy. As we see Team Art going big with the 2-piece, very nice. Jericho, thank you so much for being here. Team Art does see another player spawn in. He's going to take a ton of shots on him, use up almost an entire extended mag on the MP7, but hopefully, oh, he does get taken out by E-Memories.
Silence as Ronaldinho picked up 1 and 2 kills. Now he's going to be in a position to move up and take the flag. Now he's got a nice... He's going to have to take cover while Eric decides to breathe a little bit. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Actually, I'm just going to yell loud words until someone steps in.
All right, well, with that in mind, I have to say, eventually, Jericho and I will be doing a series on my channel for shoutcasting where we will make fun of each other's shoutcast the entire time, and I'm pretty sure you'll all be entertained. But with that stated, Ronaldinho's laying down right now, bottom bar, doing all he can to play this defensive role, making sure he can get that flag back. This is perfect placement. He almost looks dead, but he did get stun checked, which is a very scary thing in that situation.
Yes, it is. I mean, at this point, they don't really need to do very much. They can maintain this 2-0 lead. They can even give up a flag. Now, we don't really want to see an overtime. I don't think anyone does. It would make the game a little bit more exciting. But I think the only thing in their mind right now is either, you know, staying it safe. So they're not going to all bum rush and hope to pick up the flag. Most certainly, they're going to probably play a little more defensively. And as we see Ronaldinho and Scumpy coming over to take up that kill, you know, hopefully they're going to be able to hold out and play a little bit more defensive. So only one person rushing instead of 2.
You know, this is the perfect situation when you find yourself in. If you're Ronaldinho right now, you're a very happy camper, as you've got Optic Scumpy guarding your back as you make this flag run. This is pretty much ideal. The only thing that would make it better is to have Mark of J in front of you, cleaning up Ego. Wow, what a crazy round. But Enad picks up the flag with 45 seconds left. He's making that same run across the top side. I'm not sure if that was a good choice, as they do spawn right there, bottom A, and it looks like he was able to take out Fate Bunny for the win.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know personally if I would run that way, although I'm not the best runner. Actually, I'm not the best player, period. But I guess, you know, it makes sense. Your team already cleared up that area. You know that area the best. And this time they're going to actually pick up the flag, give him the 3-0 lead. Looks like this is about over. What do you think?
I'm going to have to give it to him, man. What do you think, Mr. Phantasma? You got all quiet, man. I know you got those quips.
I'm just in awe of your guys' chemistry right here. It's like mommy and daddy. You guys were fighting in the beginning of the match, but now I'm glad that you guys have come together and
Makeup sex, man. It's awesome. Makeup sex is the best.
Oh, man. Angry sex is pretty good, too.
Hey, as long as it's happening, it doesn't really matter. But with that in mind, guys, huge gameplay here from Optic Scumpy, going from I think it was, 12-9 to 36-17, almost dropping a 40 bomb. Ego clinging to 16-23. Mark of J 27-13. Look at the assists on this team too. You got crazy assists for both Enad and Ronaldinho. I mean, just honestly, beautiful gameplay. I mean, beautiful, beautiful gameplay. We're going to bootleg, and we're going to be playing some more CTF, and I'm going to go ahead and let Team Art know that, first off, that was freaking awesome. Holy crap, we love you. That was rad. But now we're going to go bootleg, and you're going to go top again to start this game off. All right, T. Thanks, bud. All right, so let's continue on. As you guys can see here, bootleg CTF. This is going to be a little bit more interesting because the challenge... I'm sorry, it's not bootleg. It's hard hat. It's hard hat, not bootleg. I got that wrong. Remember we said hard hat? Yes?
No, I don't know. But hey, I'm going to roll with it, whatever one you say. We captured a flag for our team, at least, when we were playing as a fun squad. was our fear, because it's really hard to, you've got, instead of search and destroy, you take one guy out, you take another guy out, now you know there's 3 people left. You may even know kind of in general where they are, but with the constant spawning of capture the flag, it's a little more hectic, and especially we've seen a lot of people having issues on hard hat with the overtime. It's an incredibly balanced map, so I'm excited to see what comes.
Yes, indeed, guys. Well, as you can see, we are on hard hat as promised. I apologize for my little misstep there with my voice. After, gosh, so many hours on the stream, I can't believe it's been 8 hours now. I started the stream at 2:30 in the afternoon. I can't believe it's been over 8 hours. So we're in this thing. We're about to kick it off. We're going to play some hard hat. Team Art's going to go topside, and I'm going to say we have to watch the man. We just have to do it.
Dude,
It's grand finale.
This is the last map, guys. This is it. This is your last chance. Please, if you don't mind, pretty please, do me a favor. Go ahead and make one more donation for us. I will give away a couple more things after this game is over. But we are on board now with Mark of J, and I would like Jericho to take it away.
I've got to get to Mark of J first, but as soon as I figure out, there we go, as these controls work, it's a lot different. Alright, so it looks like they're all going to rush towards the middle except the Mark of J. Throwing that preemptive stun, and I don't know all the nade spots, but that one's kind of new to me, so I'm going to have to keep that in mind and use it in the middle of the map, which is just terrible. I hate this area, especially by the tube. The tube is just a death trap. I mean, I can't see anyone running through there and surviving. I try and avoid it at all costs there.
Do you really? Because here's the thing, like, the tube to me, it's one of those high-risk, high-reward kind of things. I play a lot with snipers because, I'm a bad player and I like to play with people who make the game entertaining. And, playing with snipers, the tube is like their happy place. You get on a Dom game and they're like, oh my god, 5-minute headshot feed, rah! That's kind of how it is. So it's high risk, high reward. Oftentimes you'll pick up those multi-kills that really make a difference in a game, particularly in a competitive area, because you see these players who are definitely going to make that quick run through the tube. But really, I'm a little bit concerned for this team right now, because the strongest running route that I've found that MLG players use the most is actually through CDOM. Like, you take the maze across,
right.
You go across through the CDOM building, up across wood, and you're there. So right now we're seeing Mark of J kind of patrol the middle of the map, but that entire right side of the map is completely open. And as we look at the minimap here right now, there's literally no one really pushing that side. You get 2 guys on CDOM now, but there's no one that's still in the defensive role covering the flag, and that makes me nervous as can be. I'm really hoping these guys push up, make sure that things stay alive, and as we see right now on the minimap, it's actually pretty exciting to watch as we see that 2 players are covering. They have the flag pulled, and this is a perfect pull as they go back through CDOM as promised.
Yeah, and it was a great move by them. I agree with you. I wasn't quite sure where they're going, and now as they return the flag, we see Mark of J falling to the hands of the other team. But, Ronaldinho's right there to return it, and I think that, or to grab the flag, and I think that they've got themselves a nice little thing. I was expecting Ronaldinho actually to run through the middle of the map, because Mark of J, as well as his teammates, were really holding that down well. And, personally, running around the C-Dom seems a little bit risky to me. I see that, MLG players have some strategies down, but wow, what a great nade. That was definitely a little Tim Tebow build. Was not expecting that.
I wish we could have seen that one played back, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, he probably chucked that up. I'm just saying that it seems a little bit shorter to run the other way, back through A-Dom, so it'll be interesting to see what the team of Team Art is going to decide to do in the coming flag runs. Looks like they're taking your advice.
Yes, indeed. As they go through maze right here, Team Art's got the flagpole, and this is a very good situation for Team Art. The other team has 4 players, only 2 players up right now, 3 players up now. We got Team Art pushing all the way across. They need to get that flag returned, and they are taking it across to the ADOM side. It looks like right now this is nerve-wracking, but Team Art does have the best cover in the game right here. These concrete or sandbags or whatever they are, cereal, they're pretty awesome. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried if I were him. I have a submachine gun with kind of mediocre iron sights, and he's got some long sight lines back down these 2 ways that he has to look after. And I mean, they got the flag cap, which is all that counts. But in that situation, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't trust my aim that much. And he gets a nice drop shot there on Fate Bunny. So yeah, I mean, I think they've got it pretty locked down. I'm surprised. I thought this was going to be a closer, more fought-after match, but it seems that Team Art, besides numerical nades, are holding their own.
I'm a bit concerned right now. Ego is out, and he's got 3 players down. It looks like Mark of J is mid-map. There's no one in position right now to completely counter this. Ronaldinho far left, Scumpy by 2. Ronaldinho gets taken out. Team Art gets taken out. This is a very bad situation, as unless Enad is able to get that perfect nade spot and stop that flag, they are screwed, as Enad, I believe, was the last alive.
Yeah, unfortunate, but he did get a hit marker, so he knew what was up, and that's great heads-up play, but the team itself kind of faltered, and we hope you don't see that anymore, because if they do, that could be the end of this fabled lead we have on here. So it's tied 1-1 in the series, as well as tied 1-1 in the match, and it looks like Enats is moving into position. Hopefully they've got cover behind themselves. He's gonna have a nice 1-1 and gets the kill. So let's see which way he's gonna run, and he gets dropped as well.
Oh man, that's a bummer to see. I mean, Enat, this is actually an interesting player to talk about because Enat is one of those smaller commentators. He has less than 10,000 subs, right around 10K, I believe. And he's only in this event because Pwn Star for Hire said he had to be for Pwn to be a part of it. Like he was so absolutely like serious about it. He's like, Enat's the best player I know right now. He's the only person who's as good as me. And I can attest to that. Enat is playing this game like he's been playing, Call of Duty professionally for years. He's really, really good at the game, and he's well worth watching. I mean, I can't recommend that enough to anybody who's watching this stream, whether it's live or recorded. This guy knows what he's doing, and obviously he's playing big to be able to compete at the same level as Team Art, Optic Scumpy, etc. Team Art leading his team in points right now, while he's considerably behind on kills. Very impressive.
Hey, he's playing the objective. More props to Team Art. So let's see, we're going to switch sides, I think. Yeah. And look at the scores. Look at the, Team Art's holding their own just as well. No one's going too positive or too negative. Very nice across the board.
Yes, indeed. We are back on board with Optic Scumpy, who is leading the entire group right now. This is the final map. He's putting some stuns out. He got stunned himself. There's a very well-known stun spot right there across the backside of the tube. We talked about it earlier on in this series. But Scump gets a hit marker. He's going to climb back across, try to do what he can right here to clean up. Oh, that was Love OB. They've got 2 players down already. He does see another player right there. Scump is going to climb through wood. This is an interesting move as he takes out. No, he gets taken out by E-Memories. He got double teamed right there. That is such a bummer to see.
Yeah. I can't quite see what's going on, but because my screen is just not working anymore. I think my TV's turned itself off, which is terrible for casting. Now I've got to turn it back on.
Well, why don't you make it up and make up their names too?
Great! Looks like Sammy is going to run around the backside of this map that I have no clue what it is. TV's turning back on. This is looking great. White screen, black screen has the Vizio logo, and there we are back on track with Ronaldinho. I'm incredibly happy with the performance of my TV right there.
I was really hoping you were going to drop like all right guys, it looks like he's dropping a hemorrhoid chop straw blah 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 or something. I was expecting it full. The overtime.
Yeah, and overtime's been notorious. Everything's on the line, especially for a game this big. This is it. This is the big game. They've got a nice flagpole, and it looks like they may actually be able to capitalize on these current deaths right now. As I can't see the flag carriers, but hey, that's fine. Why are we on Ronaldinho? There's someone with a flag.
Let's get to him right now. We're going to hop right on over. It looks like the flag carrier is, I have no idea because the flag is already capped, and that is freaking awesome. We're jumping on board with Enad ZT as he's close right now, camping right beside bottom wood, or I guess that's just wood. And he takes not 1, but 2. No, he gets taken out by Fate as there were 3 players there to combat against him right there. But Team Art, great nade spot. Hopefully, he'll be able to cut these players off. Hopefully. That was good English, right? Hopefully? Is that a word?
It's in the dictionary, but I'm not going to be critiquing your grammatical.
My grammatical?
I'm not going to critique your grammatical, Eric, but if I had to, I'd say that's not a word.
Word of... Well, I'm going to use a Mr. Phantasmo style of speaking then, which kind of works better than mine. So, Enad ZT putting a nice stun nade right on his flag, just making sure it's clear as he is the back player right now from what I can see. We're going to watch right now as Enad gets taken out. We'll jump back on here. They only have... Oh, no, just kidding. They have 4 players up, and they're in a defensive role. This is the smartest move they can make right now. They only have 2 minutes left. If they can keep all their players in somewhat defensive roles, this is the smart move. It's not the big move, but it is the smart move. As Ego there taking a lot of shots to cut through that wood. He loves that impact, and I've never seen impact used really, but I have to say, like, I might have to start using impact, particularly on this map and bootleg.
Well, Eric, your wife said differently when I was over, but impact is good. Oh, hey!
Oh, that was clean and funny and dirty and whoa.
Everything was great, but no, impact's a great little perk. If you've seen or heard of Xbox Ahoy, he has a great little series called Time to Kill where he discusses all the different angles that happen and the bullet damage reduction with and without impact. Turns out it's a little bit more useful than you'd think. And when you're spraying through wood, or especially with the SMGs where the damage drop-off is extremely high, impact can do some serious damage, and it's definitely...
I heard you were a big fan of spraying through wood.
I like to spray with wood, because when you go along the grain with the wood, it actually increases the bullet. That's not true. I mean,
Dashboard Queen here, very quick hip fire spray for a headshot on Teamart. Ronaldinho taking some shots on Love OB. 53 seconds left. This is the clutch moment with Enad ZT, Mark of J, and Optic Scump all going big right now. Enad's in a perfect spot to do the cutoff route, as luckily Scump was in position to take out Ego, and Mark of J was able to stop that run almost to the flag. That was very clutch with the spawn timers, and that was somewhere between massive skill and just good luck with its spawn time working out for him.
I'm getting nervous now. We've got 30 seconds left, and well, Ego and Icons and everyone else need to capture, so actually a smart move to pull the flag right now, because hey, without the flag you can't score. So, going on the offensive at this point in time, probably not a terrible move, especially running all the way back here. They're going to have to return the flag, and they have to worry about getting it back as well.
This game is over, my friends, and with 9 seconds left in the game, this was this close. I can't believe it, but I'm genuinely so happy right now, guys. Multiple ScoreGasms takes the win over a semi-pro team, and that, my friends, is Call of Community 2. We'll have a little post-show with the people who are all involved, but that was unbelievably epic, and I gotta give it to my boys, man. That was beautiful gameplay on every possible level. Wow.
Look at the scores. Optic Scumpy going massive, 25-17. Absolutely great.
This is why we play this game, guys. This is why we play this game. Let me go ahead and jump in here really quickly and give some big props to everyone involved. Guys, that was absolutely epic. Good game all the way around. Let me unmute the other team as well here. Bunny, Dashboard Queen, Memories, Ego, everybody. This was awesome to watch. Very well played, and GG's all the way around, my friends. I'm proud to have watched this game. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, thanks for your time, Eric.
Yeah, man. Teamart, don't leave, man. I want to talk to you before this is over, but that was epic, guys. All right, actually, Teamart, hop in. I'll add you on the Skype chat. Is that better?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So Ronaldinho, Barbarian, Enad ZT, dude, Mark of freaking J, Optic Scump, you guys were on top of your game. It was crazy to watch, and that was down to the wire. It was at 9 seconds before we could actually call that you guys had the full-on win, and that's saying something for a game like this. So, all right, guys. Well, I will go ahead and talk to you all soon. Big props to Teamart. I'm proud to have you guys picking a great team like that. We'll look forward to Call of Community 3, and I'll do what I can really quickly to give a quick outro for the stream. And that will be Call of Community 3, Call of Community 2. Guys, if you'd like to donate to the stream, don't hesitate to do so. We'd love to have each and every one of you guys donate a couple of dollars. It'll be open for the 2 weeks or so for donations. And in all seriousness, guys, it is just such an honor to see what our community can do when we all come together to do something that's more than ourselves. It's amazing. And in all seriousness, I mean this. Like, being a part of this event is... It's not easy. It's not easy to be a part of a full, long, almost 9-hour day like this, casting and keeping things moving. But to see our community come together and actually be beneficial to other people and not troll and not be rude and not be mean is fantastic. And just so you guys know, I will be taking all kinds of recommendations from both the viewers who would, if you guys have any recommendations whatsoever, my Twitter is in the description of this video. It's also on the website. It's Eric, aka Aviator. And don't hesitate to give me any recommendations for Call of Community 3. I need your advice on what you felt like went wrong and what we could do to make it better. Obviously, there's a lot of things we can do better in the future. And guys, this has been great. So thank you very much for being a part of the event. And big thanks to Tucker, Jericho, and to Mr. Phantasmo. You guys saved my life right here at the end. I was hurting.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, it's been a pleasure, and I enjoyed being a part of it, and I'm looking forward to everything that comes forward.
Yeah, man. Well, one more big, huge thank you to all of our sponsors. I got to give big shout-outs to Ready Up Servers for providing very nice lag-free shenanigans. Big props to Machinima. Big props to Scuff Controllers or Scuff Gaming, scuffgaming.com. Big props to Merrillworks for all their incredible design work. To Evan Eckert himself for doing the design work as it went along. Again, I have to thank, man, who else is on that list? Astro Gaming, Gunner Optics. I mean, there's just so many incredible sponsors who come alongside. We're truly looking forward to seeing what happens next next time. A big shout out to Monster Energy as well for the fridge. Special thanks to Captain Sparkles for his incredible donation, and thanks to all of you guys for making him king of the web. I'm truly looking forward to what happens in the future with these events and what our community can do together. So, guys, thank you all so much. I'm honored to be a part of this. Thank you all for letting me be a voice in this community that we have. It's an honor. So that's it for me. I will end the stream now. And again, thank you all for your donations. They all go to help people directly, and there will be videos and whatnot of what our donations have gone to help people. I'm really excited to see what Thirst Relief does with the money, and yeah, we're looking forward to next year. So quick giveaway will happen. I guess I'll go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and do a giveaway for an Optic Gaming jersey with your name on it. This is serious stuff, guys. I have one. I'm proud of mine, genuinely proud of mine. Let me go ahead and refresh this right now on PayPal. I'm going to go ahead and run it through random.org. It'll tell me a ID. It gives me a random number out of all the different transactions we have, and then allows me to choose who the winner is based upon what number they are in the report on PayPal. So it takes a couple of seconds, but that's the only way we've been able to find a way to keep things fair. So that's my goal, is to make things as fair as possible. And it looks like it's loading. It's still loading. It is going to go to... Still loading. Hang on a second. Sorry. It is going to go load, and random.org load. Random.org is loaded. It's giving me a number. It is number 164. Number 164. It's going to... Is this a real person? Is this a real person? I don't even know if it's a real person. It's Sun King Wholesale. Sun King Wholesale is number 164. So Sun King Wholesale, congratulations. You've just won an Optic jersey, and that's a pretty darn cool thing to have. They're super sexy. So everybody...
Are you going to put Wholesale on the back of that jersey?
I think that would be pretty cool. Wholesale on the back of the jersey would work, yeah?
Yeah. Seems to make sense to me. I don't know.
All right, well, guys, again, thank you again for being a part of this, Tucker and Mr. Phantasmo. To everyone in the community who's watched this, to everyone who's played, everyone who's promoted, you're all amazing. These will be on my channel after this. I'll get all of them uploaded as quickly as possible. And, man, what an event. This has been awesome.
It's awesome.
So, cheers, guys. I'll talk to you all soon, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya. What an event. This has been awesome.
It's awesome.
So, cheers, guys. I'll talk to you all soon, and I'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.
Oh, thanks.